Hello, my name is Barbara Lewis for Singing After 40. Recently I went to the World Symposium for the ESTILL technique. It was held in Quebec City. Really beautifully presented symposium. It was 3 days, I think. A friend and I, another singing teacher, and I journeyed to Quebec City and stayed in the residence there. It was really a very interesting time. I love the idea that the ESTILL people do very modern and very widespread research. They go from actual looking at the vocal cords and seeing how they function in various ways and in various ways where they've gone wrong, to bringing in people who are specialists in voice therapy, speech technology, and we see what they're doing with the ESTILL method from their point of view. Really, really fascinating symposium, and it encouraged me to study more about the ESTILL method. I'm going to share that with you, my findings, what works for me. But today I want to go back to a really interesting little technique that helps with the high notes that I work with my own teacher, who is an ESTILL master teacher. I'll be right back and I'll show you that little technique, which I think is really helpful for smoothing out your range and broadening your range, especially into the high area. I'll be right back. Okay, so you will have seen this technique on one or two of my other videos, but I passed by it pretty quickly and I want to do it one more time just in case you've forgotten about it, because it's an important one. It's very simple. You can do it in an octave like this or in a fifth. I'm going to start with the fifth. I use the word sing because I find that helps people find that NG. It's the NG with the tongue very high and pressed against the soft palate that helps you to move through your range without constriction. So I'm going to start like this. Sing, sing, big smile. Sing, sing, sing. Now this is a small sound. You're not looking to really sing. You want to make a small sound. Sing. It's on very thin vocal cords. Sing, 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 sing. And you keep a big smile on your face. Sing, sing. If you find at this point that it's a bit too high for you, then stop. But if you're not at the top of your range and you feel you can keep going with that little sound, go with me. Sing, 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 sing. Now for me, I'm getting a little thick up here, so I'm going to come back down, but I'm going to do it in octaves. So I'm going to return. Sing. You may find that you start with a thinner sound on the top and that you're now moving into a slightly thicker sound on the bottom, and that's normal because you're going into the lower part of your range. it starts on a thinner sound and then it moves into something that's more like the chesty voice sound. That's quite normal. That's what I do with my voice too. Very smoothly teach my brain, teach my throat to really smoothly move through the whole range. So what you want is to have one beautifully textured voice from bottom to top, where you can use the thicker sound on the bottom and the thinner sound on top. And this exercise, I find, helps me. It's from the ESTILL Method. My teacher taught me, Ian Lebowski. And I find it works for my own students very well too. So I hope it works for you. Let me know. I'll be back soon with a little bit more of the ESTILL Method to discuss with you and to show you. I think it's very interesting. I'm going to include more of it in my own teaching. So I'll be studying this week. See you next week. Bye-bye.